Welcome back, everybody, to your weekly Ascension, a quantum, light body, everything report. We're talking everything here, here on the Love and Science channel. I'm Sam SolBright. Thanks for being here. And if you probably noticed, been out for a little bit, just for a little bit, going through the intense passageway of December. It really does take everything. And so if you have been feeling the intensity, if you have been feeling the squeeze points, all of these different things, you're definitely not alone here. We are going through such a powerful, profound, massive portal month passageway. Part of what was coming through just before this video is, for my personal experience this month, has been a very interesting overlap of everything, like an overlap of the portal frequencies. It's literally like an overlay. Everything's just kind of laid on top of one another. There isn't this rest in between, which I have mentioned before. Everything is just back to back to back, in the seamless flow of portal after portal, passageway after passageway, which increases the intensity in many different ways. It also brings us into a phase where we're being gifted with so many opportunities simultaneously. It's also creating a lot of shifts, a lot of collapses, and a lot of crumbling in the old world. This is normal. This will continuously happen. Part of the frequencies that are here this month are testing their initiation points, basically. The preparations. It's preparing us for the continual influx of the potency of their frequencies. Every day, every moment, it seems, every week, every month is going to continuously be more powerful, because the amount of light frequencies coming through is going to exponentially grow. This means a lot of different things. There's going to be so much more. I feel like these past 3 years, counting 2022, were, and we say this, and I say this, I've been saying this quite a lot too. It was only just the beginning. Like, we really haven't even begun the race yet. We were in preparation phase. This month feels like, you gotta get your shit done now. You really have to level yourself up in order to get ready to take off. So a lot of things that we went through in the past 3 years, and obviously I'm, going big, but even in this past year, we're wrapping things up, we're closing, we're completing, anchoring the codes at a deeper level within ourselves, inside the light body, activating the light body even more. And we are in that pressure cooker, that big push that I mentioned last time. And it's funny how it came through for me, where this is it. You gotta, you have to, it's almost like cramming for that test, cramming for that exam that you knew was coming. You've known since the beginning of the semester that that test was going to be on this day. And yet, as most of us did, including myself, we procrastinated. We procrastinated until the very last day, last moment, just cramming, which is so counterintuitive. But in any case, we have done it. This month feels like that. It feels like, oh God, it's here, it's coming. We gotta cram now. And it's so interesting because it's not like yeah, we've been preparing all along, technically speaking. We've been in preparation, if we want to put it, since we were born. Everything that has transpired since 2020 has supported us, has assisted us, has pushed us, has leveled us up, has created an enormous momentum for each person. However you are experiencing this right now, it feels like no matter what you did, no matter how much you were prepping for it, it's almost like you gotta give it now like 200% more, just so that you can just so that you can create an even bigger momentum. Like when you're ready to lift off and take off, it's going to take you even further. So it's not that we could have done this, before, we could have prepared better. Like, no. Really let yourself off the hook there. Like, let go of that pressure. Let go of, oh, what could have, should have, would have. Just let them all go. Feel the frequency and just allow everything to dissolve. Because exactly where you are right now is exactly where you need to be. Everything happening right now, this month, it's almost like couldn't really have prevented it. Like you couldn't have really, none of us could have really have foreseen this. And we're not even like, this is just the mid-month. There's still so much more. We really didn't know what was coming. We couldn't, technically we never really can see in its entirety until we're there, until it's right here, right in this now moment. That's key. Let go of the perceived past. Let go of what could have, you should have, or whatever the case may be. Don't think anymore. Let go of thinking and just be. Just be here in this body. Be here in your reality. What are you experiencing right now? What's going on? What are you feeling right this second about absolutely everything? Because you're gonna need to feel absolutely everything about absolutely everything that is going on around you. That will always be key. And that will always support you in opening yourself up more to the beauty and the magic that's coming. It's already here. You are it. You already embody new earth. You are already new earth. We just have to continuously dig through all the gunk and junk and muck so that we can see ourselves for who we truly are. for who we've always been, for who we came here to embody and shine and share. Like, it's so much and it's already inside of us. The level of intensity that each person will go through in their own way, in their own time. For me, this month has been beyond anything. Every time it just tops it off, tops it off. It's like, oh, last time I thought that was extreme or intense. Well, it's never as extreme as the next one, as I have experienced it, and as it's kind of a normal thing too. It is quite intense. It is quite extreme. There's going to be a lot of extremes coming up. We're going to be seeing a lot of extremes. We're going to be feeling a lot of extreme stuff. This is part of the splitting of the two worlds. The continual influx of the light frequencies coming through is going to continuously create this bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger gap. The important thing about that is that as you continuously see the gap, you're literally going to see hell and heaven much more distinctively. What's important is that as heaven, as light beings that we are, continuously focusing on creating this new earth heaven inside and out, will continuously give so much hope to those that are still in the world, the old 3D world, but have no idea what's going on at some level. The more we shine, the more we open up, the more we embody and create a new earth experience in every way, the more people get to choose that too. The more people see that there is another option, there is another way, there is a completely different world in this same planet, like in the same world. There's so many different worlds. It's not just one. There are so many, and we get to choose. We get to choose which one we want to experience. We get to choose which one we want to live from. What world inside of you are you choosing to live from? What level of consciousness are you choosing to live from? This is for each and every single person to start choosing. Nobody else is going to create new earth but you. No one else is supposed to. No one else technically can. You are your own source creator of your new earth, which means you get to shift and mold it in whatever way that you came here to experience it. Continue to open up to these frequencies. Continue to open up to everything that will continue to transpire from now until the linear year closes. It's a big push, guys. It's a continual clearing, releasing, letting go of everything. Let completely go of absolutely everything that you think in your head you need to do, especially 3D. 3D responsibilities, 3D habits, 3D to-do lists, all of these different things go to the sidelines. Technically speaking, 3D is collapsing, doesn't even exist, doesn't even matter. So why even bother? You are your priority now. Your new earth is your priority now. Your light body is it now. Whatever your light body is guiding you to do in this now moment is it. Everything else will dissolve. The less you focus on it, the less you value it. And so the less you value 3D, the more you the more you value yourself. And because you're new earth, the more value you're putting in your new earth experience, which means you're going to be able to experience it that much bigger. Your light body will continuously go through a lot. Your light body will continuously trigger everything inside of you that needs to go. Everything that is taking up space for your light. Everything that needs to be seen. Every thought will come up, every program will come up, every emotion will come up, you name it. Everything is going to come up. Don't resist it. Don't judge it. Don't control it. This is not about controlling anything. Ego wants to control from the perception that it lacks control. When you continuously dissolve that, then you know that deep down inside you already have mastery within yourself. There is nothing to control but just be. All you have to do is continuously open up to this now moment and be. Be here, be now. Be in this gift. Be in your light. Everything then falls in alignment with that. So we don't call it control, we call it mastery. You are, the more you master yourself, the more you master your own energy, the more your own energy gets to master and create and realign and shift the reality in the most highest aligned of ways. So bring everything into your toolbox that you possibly can in order to continuously support your life through this process. We're talking nature, elementals, elements, plants, all of these different frequencies, sounds. Have something in the background too, actually. Get your earplugs. Allow yourself to really tune into the frequencies. They have been so loud. Oh my goodness. The key to that is that as you continuously zone everything out, which is easier with the earplugs, and you start to really tune into the frequencies coming through, your light body is going to be supported much, much more. And yes, you're going to go through it, by the way. You're going to go through a continual recalibration, rewiring, recoding, clearing, cleansing, you name it. But that will all support you in experiencing a new earth, always. Anything else that you that you are guided to? Visuals, sensory, got my incense, got my oils, anything tangible too, got the dark crystals, whatever crystals you're called to, plants, nature, spending time outside, being with animals. All of these different things will support you in ways that are no longer a luxury. They are a necessity. Can't compromise those things anymore. You cannot sell yourself short anymore. You cannot put a price on this anymore. Because as you continuously open up to you, as you continue to value yourself, you will spend and you will do everything that you are guided to do in order to support your light body. Because your light body is it. Your light body is your soul. Your light body is your light. It's what creates everything. It takes priority, and it will always take priority no matter what. So this whole week, I've been completely out, completely gone. having to fully surrender to this process. Everything that I wanted to do, had scheduled, out the window. I had to continuously honor what I was going through. One, because I had no choice. Body was literally down for days. Everything was going through such a massive, massive clearing and cleansing process beyond you can imagine. And so open up to that. If you want to read a little bit more about my experience, had a Merkaba activation that was beyond. I'll put a link to my articles below. There's so much, and every single person will go through this in their own time whenever they're ready. A lot of us go through it as way showers and gatekeepers, bridge keepers. We do go through it. We go through a lot of things first, or we go through the intensity of it, like really intense first. Because we're the way showers, because we're the gatekeepers, because it's part of our role, because it's what we agreed to do. And it is what it is. The beauty is that as we continue to share and support, there's so many people that have always, that come in and share just how grateful they are and how much it supports. Knowing that you're not alone on this, knowing that you're not the only one going through hell, knowing that you're not the only one going through the intensity of this supports so much, especially because, close families and close family and friends may not be, for the most part, technically speaking, are not usually on the same trajectory. And so it's levels, it's like, my God, the only one, or I can't talk to anybody. It's not the case anymore. It technically has never been the case, but now that more and more of us are coming online and are showing up, you have an opportunity to connect with us. You have an opportunity to connect to soul family that is going through this, that is going through the deep, 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 deep end. And while some of us might have to go offline for a little bit, there will always be people that are there to support. And so it's this, like, we're always rotating at some level, honoring our journey. And then when that process completes, then we come and show up and we support in the highest aligned ways. So needless to say, keep opening up to absolutely everything. Keep opening up to your light body. Keep honoring your light body in every way. So much more, but I'll just wrap it up here. I'll put a link below the updated events calendar that I have for this week. So I am going with the flow right now. There's so much going on that I'm just, going with the flow as best as I can as well. But I do have 2 upcoming events that you're more than welcome to join us for. With that, sending you tons of love, tons of support, and tons of reassuring you that you're not alone, that we're all going through a lot of different things during this passageway, but everything is supporting us in the catapult and the incredible momentum that we're going to be building, that we're going to be ready to blast off. We technically are already, but once the linear year comes in, there's going to be a lot more. So thanks again for being here. Thanks for all that you do and all that you share as well, all that you support. And let's keep doing this together, because we can do this, and that's essentially why we're here. So talk to you guys soon. Take care.